Hello, everybody. I don't have any cards to show you today. Instead, I have a question, a query, a wondering, and I don't know if anyone else is experiencing this same kind of thing in their area, but there doesn't seem to be any retail at all in my little valley here. And I'm not a big retail buyer. I buy a blaster every now and again, a couple of loose packs every now and again, just to get a feel for what the product is like. And I really can't do that right now. And it's a little frustrating, and I don't know if anyone else is running into this sort of thing. Basically, there's three places here in my little valley that somebody would normally be able to buy cards. So there's a Walmart, and I see people getting stuff from Walmart all the time on YouTube and all that. And my Walmart, for whatever reason, does not stock sports cards. And for a long time, I thought that maybe they just moved them in the store and I didn't know where to look. Because at one point they did, until about 2 years ago. And one day I was in there, I was looking around the toy section, just thinking maybe they would be there. And I heard a guy ask a clerk or an associate, I'm sorry, it's Walmart, associate, for Pokemon cards. And the associate told the person, we don't carry any Pokemon cards or any sports cards. So I know that they just flat out don't carry them. So there's one that it's just not an option for me. So Fred Meyer is a grocery store. That's option number 2. And they also carry like housewares and hardware. And there's a small paint section. And sort of think of it as like a real small box store. Mostly they have groceries, but they have other stuff. And they usually have a small section of sports cards. Maybe like a dozen blasters if something just came out, and then a couple of hanger packs. Right now, nothing. Target. Okay, that's usually my go-to spot. So if there's a local place that's going to have sports cards, it's Target. Well, here's my Target right now. Okay. So this has looked like this since really early April. So I go into this Target probably 2 to 3 times a week whenever I'm in Burlington, which is just maybe 10 miles from where I live. Target is just where I get most of my stuff, and I go there because I can get, baseball cards too. So like I said, it's looked like this since early April. And at first I thought, okay, so COVID's going on, the distributor's just not working, and product will return to the shelves once they feel comfortable to start working, or once we enter phase 2, or yada, yada, yada. Funny thing is, if I took a couple steps back and took a picture of this entire display, to the whole right of this picture is about 15 feet worth of Pokemon and just other non-sport stuff. And it's fully stocked. It's ready to go. It's ripe for the picking. And it's been that way, like I said, since early April all the way up till today. So I was in there yesterday, took this picture. I checked out at the customer service desk. I said, hey, when's the sports card person going to start working again? And they said, oh, they've been coming. The cards just sell out immediately. So that was a little bit frustrating, because if you see in this picture, there is like literally there's no even opening. I mean, there's nothing. There's no blasters. There's not even like complete sets or anything. Nothing. Zero. Literally zero sports cards. And I thought, okay, so what's going on here? So part of the problem is I don't know when the distributor comes to deliver the cards. Some people do, and then they camp out there and just buy up. Usually they get first stab at what's put on the shelf. And then, whatever doesn't get bought is just there for the rest of the week. And usually that's something, right? So I thought of kind of 3 scenarios about what might be happening. And I just sort of want your thoughts on this. So actually maybe I thought of 4 scenarios as I'm doing this now. Scenario, let's call it 1, is that just very little product is going out. Maybe 2 blasters and 5 hanger packs, because that's all the distributor's getting, and then they're being bought up before I can go in. I mean, I suppose it's possible, but I've seen pictures of other people's targets, and they've got plenty of product. So not everyone, but a lot of them have plenty of product. That doesn't seem too likely to me. So scenario 2 is that someone's there when the distributor shelves a product, immediately buys all of it, and is trying to flip it, unopened blasters and hanger packs or whatever on eBay or whatever. That's scenario 2. That doesn't sound very feasible, because you're not going to be able to buy like an opening day blaster and make your money back. It's not happening. So that doesn't sound like a possibility either. Third scenario I thought of is that people are opening product and hoping to get the hits, and then, selling them for a profit. But again, so I can buy a single, Bowman blaster, Mega Box or whatever, hit the Jason Rodriguez or whatever the heck his name is, and maybe sell that and make my money back. But I can't do that on 2 or 3 or 4 boxes. And I certainly can't do it on 4 or 5 Gypsy Queen boxes or a single opening day box. That can't be done. So that would be very foolish. This person would be losing, hundreds of dollars every week if that's what they were doing. And again, are they really buying every single product that hits the shelf? It just seems so unlikely. The 4th and final thing I thought of, and here's where I want your feedback. Breakers. Is there a breaker in my area that's buying this stuff up the minute it hits the shelf? Because if you look at breaker pages, a lot of times they'll do a mixer. They'll mix in, they'll have their Mega Box, but hey, we also are doing two Gypsy Queens, or we got, here a couple Series 1 value packs we're doing with this, or a blister pack, or what have you. That's when you see like the mix of product conceivably moving out all at once. And if that's the case, I can't say I'm a big fan of breaking all of a sudden, because I can't even go buy a pack of cards right now. I want to buy a pack of Bowman and open it just to see if I like it. I suspect that I won't. I don't think I like the design. I don't get the one logo over the other, or I can't even see what's going on there, but I want to get my hands on one just to know. But I can't do that. It's a little frustrating. And normally you know me as a positive guy, and I am. I'm a happy guy. But this just has me baffled. There's just literally nothing, week after week after week. Product dried up in early April, May, June. Over 3 months. I have not seen a pack of sports cards in my area. That Fred Meyer, that grocery store, literally nothing. The hooks that normally have top Series 1 or whatever on them, they have little keychain, Minecraft keychain tchotchkes, whatever. So, I don't know. I'm leaning toward breakers. And there's a breaker here. And because of that, I can't do my hobby. And it's a little frustrating. I'm seriously considering for myself just not participating in breaks, because if this is what's happening all over the country, I don't want to be a catalyst to that, to people not being able to buy packs at all. What's going on in your area? Are you seeing this? Is it just me? I don't know. Let me know. Let's get a discussion going. Comment below. I don't know if you were able to sit through this whole thing, 11 minutes now. But what kind of advice can you give me? The next nearest Target is about 25 miles north. Then there's one that's about 30 miles south. And there's also Walmart's right next to both of those. I don't know. I mean, I could go up there. That's a long way to go just to see if there's retail there. And if I'm annoyed at not being able to go 10 miles and get some, can you only imagine? But anyway, let me know what your thoughts are on this. I just thought it was something to throw out there on a Sunday where there's not much else going on. And really appreciate you taking the time to listen to me rant here. Over and out.